Welcome back to chemistry. So let's cover chemical bonds. There are four major bonds that I want to cover with you guys, and then we'll have fun with it and talk a little bit about it. First one is called, so we have covalent, we have ionic, we have hydrogen. So here's how I remember it. I remember ionic bonds as stealing. So it's hard to do when you're by yourself. It's easier when you have students in class and you kind of play around with it. So imagine you have a newlywed, a husband and wife, and he has a trophy wife, right? So he makes all the money, and what does she do? She rips him off, right? And then they get a divorce. So this is what an ionic bond is. They don't share the electron. They actually steal the electron. So who steals it? Well, let's do sodium and let's do chloride. Sodium has neutral charge and chloride has a neutral charge. Well, chloride wants to rip off sodium. So chloride is the trophy wife. What does she do? She steals, physically steals an electron. And now she is no longer neutral because she added a negative charge. She is now negatively charged. She's an anion, right? And because sodium lost an electron, which is negatively charged, he now becomes positive. So he is now a cation. The fact that they're opposites is their attraction. So sodium chloride come together in an ionic bond because they have negative and positive attraction between one another. It's only because chloride ripped off an electron from sodium. Let's do covalent bonding. There's two types. There is, and this is sharing. They share the electron. This one is, they do not share. It's basically a rip-off. So I'm writing that so you guys can remember it. There's technical jargon you can always look up. So covalent bonds, there's two types. There's polar covalent, and then there's non-polar covalent. So polar covalent and non-polar covalent. Let's say polar covalent. So a husband and wife, they get married, and one of them or both of them makes money, and they share it equally. So non-polar, good example is methane, CH4. Methane is almost playing tug of war with four different groups. Who's playing tug of war? Well, let's just pretend that hydrogens are pulling equally outward, right? If they're pulling equally outward, is there any movement in any direction? No, there's not. So they have a non-polar covalent sharing of electrons.